What's up YouTube? It's Pokemon Gym Hero, and today in this video we will be going over the cards that I am sending off to PSA for grading. It's about, I say 30 cards, maybe 25 to 30 cards, but it's definitely a fantastic send-off nonetheless. I'm definitely expecting every card to get a 9 or better. Now, there is one card in particular that I'm pretty sure it will get a 7 or an 8. But I will show you that card at the end of the video, and you will see that even a 7 or 8 in this for a grade for that card is just fantastic. So let's get it started. First card is a Snorlax GX promo. Looks fantastic. Centering is perfect. No nicks. This is definitely going to be a 10. This is going to be all Sun and Moon right here. And so we got Solgaleo GX. Another fantastic card. I believe this will definitely get the 10. No nicks. Looks to be fantastic on center. Any card that I pulled from Sun and Moon that looked amazing and just could be a 10, I threw it in here. So we got Dragonite. I collect these and I just think that this is going to get a 10. It would be awesome to have it slabbed. Awesome artwork. The hollow pattern is amazing on these Sun and Moon cards. So I figured, why not? And you already know, if you follow me on Instagram and if you start following or subscribing to me on my YouTube channel, you will find out that Arcanine is my favorite Pokemon for sure, hands down. And I had to get this graded. I mean, the artwork is simply amazing. The hollow pattern is fantastic. And he just looks so majestic. He should have been a legendary, but turns out he didn't. But it's okay, nonetheless. He's still my favorite. Next up, we got a Rangaroo Hollow. Another great card to have slabbed. Just really love the hollow pattern when it hits the light. Now, this card right here, I'm going to go for the OC grade on this one. If you see right here, the card is almost touching the border, and you can see over here that it is very off-centered. Like, even on the back, you could see how off-centered it is right here compared to this side. So I'm going to put it in the notes for PSA. I'm going to aim for that 9 OC grade on this one for sure. Next up, Rowlet Reverse Hollow. You know, I figured I want to get 10s of all the starters from Sun and Moon, Rowlet, Poplio, and Litten. So this is the start to it. Hopefully this gets a PSA 10. Primarina GX next up, definite PSA 10 candidate. I would love to get Decidueye and Incineroar GX also in 10s, the whole line. So I'm aiming for a 10, definitely. Espeon GX, this card is just phenomenal artwork. I love Espeon, I love Umbreon, my two favorite evolutions. This card is definite PSA 10 worthy, so we're aiming for that, and I'm pretty sure it will get that. Next up, Dragonite Reverse Hollow. As I said, I love Dragonite too. Dragonite is just a great card, and I have the hollow one, and I seen this Reverse Hollow one. It was in great condition. I figured might as well send it off too. Next up, these cards are going to be from the Evolution set, and we got a Charizard Hollow. Looks great. I do not think it will get a 10 because there's a factory line running through. I don't know if you can see that. And on the back, there's also maybe 1 or 2 nicks in the corners, but nothing major, so I do believe this will get a PSA 9. Up next, Dragonite EX. I do believe this will get a 10. I was going to send the full art version of this off, but it had a nick that I just knew would give it a 9, so I just couldn't send it off because I'm aiming for 10s. I mean, 9s are good, but I really want all 10s, so these are all really going to be 10 candidates. If they get 9s, I will not be disappointed because I do oversee some things. I am not a professional grader. I do try my best, though, to find all the PSA 10s that I think could grade PSA 10. Next up, Gyarados Reverse Hollow. I know we have a lot of Gyarados fans out in the community. This would be a great card to have a PSA 10. Raichu. Next up, Reverse Hollow. Another great card. This set just reminds me so much of base set, and I just feel like in the future, later on down the road, people are going to really enjoy this set just as much as we enjoy opening up base set now. I really think Evolutions is going to be a hit later on down the road. Next up, Mewtwo EX. I already have this card in a 10, but I figured this card is simply amazing, and condition-wise, it should definitely get a 10, so figured I might as well get another 10, send it off, looks great. Who doesn't like Mewtwo? Next up, Blastoise. This is my second favorite Pokemon. I'm torn almost between him and Arcanine, but Arcanine is definitely my favorite. It has to be, but after that comes this guy, Blastoise, and I believe this is going to be a 10. Mega Blastoise, shooting that Hydro Pump. Very nice card. Next up, Mega Venusaur EX. Do believe this card is going to get a 10 as well. Like I said, the evolution cards were printed so well, condition and quality-wise, that almost every card I send off from Evolutions, I do believe is going to get a 10. Venusaur EX, only appropriate to follow after Mega Venusaur EX. Got Ninetales Break, definite 10 candidate. Machamp Break. These are going to be all my breaks that I'm sending off. Nidoking Break. And these last couple of cards are going to be cards from the Gem Challenge set, which I do have complete. About 60% of it is first edition, and almost every card that is hollow is PSA and slabbed, except these last couple cards that I'm sending off. So once these come back graded, I will have every hollow from that set PSA graded and slabbed. And I don't have any that are PSA 8s. Everything is 9s and 10s. So we got Koga's Ditto right here. This is definitely a 10 candidate. If it gets a 9, I mean, maybe because it has a little nick right there, but that's a factory line, factory nick. So hopefully PSA will bless me and give me that 10. Misty's Golduck. This is a very hard card because of so much hollow in it to get as a 10. So I'm expecting this to get a 9. But if it gets a 10, that will be phenomenal. Misty's Gyarados, another great card. This artwork is amazing. I really hope this gets a 10. I mean, it could get a 9. It has another factory nick down here and right here on the side, but we'll see. You just never know. We're aiming for a 10, but there's a big possibility it will be a 9, but definitely not an 8. Giovanni's Gyarados. That's, 3 Gyaradoses I'm sending off in this send-off for all the Gyarados lovers out there in the community. Beautiful card. It's definitely in mint condition. We'll see. I'm thinking it's going to be a 9, but like I said, we're hoping for 10s. And the last card in this stack is a Blaine's Growlithe. As I said, Arcanine is my favorite, so I figured why not send off a Blaine's Growlithe first edition. This should definitely be PSA 10. So, I mean, it's just a common. So, if it's not a 10, I'm probably going to be disappointed. But, hey, it's going to be in my collection. It's not like I'm selling it. So, even a 9 will do. The artwork is just simply amazing. I love the Gym Challenge set simply for that, because of the artwork. And like I said in the beginning of the video, there's a card I'm worried about getting a 7. But if it gets an 8, that would be fantastic. And that is the Secret Rare Ultra Ball from Plasma Freeze. It has some edge wear right here on the corners. The centering is great. Doesn't seem to have any bends, creases, or dents. No scratches on it. Just looks phenomenal. Besides the edge wear, the card is in amazing condition. So, and near mint to PSA is a 7. So I definitely can see this card getting a 7 and even possibly an 8. And the last card of the whole send-off is going to be the Ultra Ball Full Art from Sun and Moon. This card is simply beautiful. I bought this card off of Instagram and I paid $80. Its centering is slightly off, but there are no nicks on the corners anywhere. And if you've opened up enough Sun and Moon, you know that a lot of cards are coming pre-nicked out of the pack. So cards from Sun and Moon PSA 10 are going to be really hard to come across. But we're going to send this in, hope it gets a 10. If it doesn't, if it gets a 9, I'll be very satisfied. Slabbing this card will just be fantastic. Well, that's going to do it for me. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up. Give me those likes. If you didn't like this video, I understand. You can go ahead and hit that thumbs down. But if you want to be awesome, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It will do a whole lot for me. I'm trying to get my YouTube channel started. Just leave a like, comment, anything you want to do. You know, anything helps. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you. Pokemon Gym Hero.